What reaction do most people have when they get very angry? They might get into a fight. They could yell or shout. They might even throw things. They could start cursing or even black out. Anger is both a physical and emotional reaction. What happens to our body when we get angry? The trick to dealing with anger is to first recognize some of the physical symptoms of anger. You get pumped up. You have butterflies in your stomach. Your face turns red. You can feel sweaty. Your mouth becomes dry. Your palms feel sweaty, and your heart beats fast. What most people don't realize is that when we get angry or upset, the part of the brain responsible for emotions gets hijacked and flooded with blood. Adrenaline then gets pumped throughout our body. This is known as fight or flight. When we're in fight or flight mode, blood flow and oxygen are cut off to the part of the brain responsible for decision making. So in order to calm ourselves down and allow the blood to flow, we need to engage in some relaxation or calming techniques. What are some positive relaxation or calming techniques that you can name? How about thinking of a calming image, walking away for a moment, or talking to someone? I count or take deep breaths. I will still be angry, but I am forcing myself to use a different part of the brain, allowing more oxygen to flow to that part, helping me to think more clearly as opposed to just acting. Sometimes this small moment can be the difference between handling the issue calmly or landing in jail. Think back to the start of the lesson when asked what happens when people get angry. Most people would likely respond with negative actions. But can anger be a good thing? Yes, if I don't let it control me, but I control it. For example, what would happen if I'm standing in front of a dog, waving a bone, and then I throw it 10 yards away? 9 times out of 10, that dog is going to chase the bone. Now, let's say I'm in the same situation, but this time I'm waving the bone in front of a lion's face. You might guess that the lion would come after me. The lion could come after me. It has the potential to come after me. But there's a fundamental difference between the mind of the lion and the mind of the dog. The bone represents all of reality for the dog. I control the bone. I control the dog's reality. The lion mind has the ability to see beyond the bone, so that the reality is not only in the bone, it's only one piece of its larger reality, and that gives the lion the ability to choose and have more control over its reality. Think of the bone as anger. When you get angry, if you become automatically consumed by your anger and don't see anything beyond the anger, then you let the anger control you. All of a sudden, something happens to you. You get angry, you do something to react to it, and then you end up in jail. But if you put the lion's mind to it, that anger is just one piece of your reality. It doesn't make up your entire reality. You realize you've been angry before, you're going to get angry again, and it's going to come and go. When you put the lion's mind to it, you put more space between the anger and yourself. The more space you have between the two, the more likely you are to control it and have more choices. You can choose to react to it, or choose how you want to react to it. Who is the king of the inner jungle? If you guessed the lion's mind, you guessed right. Remember the lion's mind next time you get angry or stressed.